Hi guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my book channel. A long time no see. I apologise for that. I'm pretty sure you can see the edge of my bookshelf, but basically I couldn't be able to set up my tripod because I want to do a little casual sit down video and just have a catch up. And so basically this is going to be my May/June wrap up, books I've read recently, books I've DNF'd recently, and notes on my hiatus from booktube. It just kind of, I don't really know what happened. Basically I was filming booktube videos and I was filming tag videos, and you could tell I wasn't in the mood to film those videos, so we're just gonna go with a whole starting again kind of thing. So I actually probably should have my phone isn't even near me, it's in the other room downstairs, so I can't actually remember the books that I've read, which is helpful. Anyway, I'll tell you my current read is Trust Me by T.M. Logan, and T.M. Logan is one of those authors that I am kind of on the fence about. I think I said this in a books I wanted to read in June, maybe. I can't remember, it's been a while. But basically he's one of these authors that like I said, I'm on the fence about. So I do this thing where I give authors a three book trial. So, and if I'm still on the fence by the end of book 3, I just conclude that author's not for me, and that is perfectly fine. And I think that's a reasonable thing to narrow it down to get yourself into reading new authors and things like that. So far, I really enjoyed this book for the first quarter of it. It really had me like on the edge of my seat and was guessing. And now I am on page, I don't even know what page I'm on, it doesn't even say, 262, and I've still got a fair chunk left to read. I'm kind of a bit like, I kind of have an inkling that I can just see where the story's going, and it's a bit of an anticlimax, but like I said, I've still got like over 100 pages left, so I will have to see where this book goes. Hopefully I can finish it today, but basically Wimbledon's on and I just am like glued to the TV when I have a day off. I just constantly watch tennis because I just love tennis. I can't play tennis to save my life. I mean, I probably played it maybe like 2 or 3 times when I was a kid, but I've just never been a sporting person. Anyway, this is my current read. So we shall see if I finish this before I have a week off. I have hopes I do. I don't have this book with me, but I also read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I think I read that at the end of maybe the beginning of June. All the months have just like combined into one, and now I'm like, wow, it's almost my birthday. Anyway, I read The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I think I gave that like a 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing style as well. I did start to read Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng, but I just concluded that now I have decided I'm becoming a bit more of a mood reader, and I never used to like really gravitate to reading books that fit my mood, and I don't really, I mean, I guess this kind of fits my mood. I wanted to read a thriller, I don't really know, and I have like been reading it a week and I've almost finished it. Well, I've got 100 pages left, so I think considering it took me like a month to read one book and now I've almost read one in 2 weeks, we're kind of gravitating out of my reading slump, I guess. I don't really know. So anyway, I have not read I've read about 10 pages of this, and then I just was like, I'm not in the mood to read the heavy subject matter of this book, and I think it's made a lot of people cry from what I've seen when people are reading this, so I have not finished that. And what other book did I read? Oh, I finished this book. So I have finished maybe 1.5, maybe 2 books in the last month. I don't even know. I did finish The Road Trip by Beth O'Leary. I I loved this book. It was hilarious. I absolutely loved it. I love Beth O'Leary's writing anyway, but this one was just such a joy to read, and it was just like so much fun to read. And I loved Dylan's little poems. Reminded me of me when I do in my spare time, write random poems, and I had like a thing where I didn't write like any poems or like anything for like months on end, and then I just like wrote about 5 in one day, and I was like, I don't really know where this inspiration has come from. And basically I've said all along, if I had any ounce of talent in like the music world, singing or being able to like write music, I would love to do that. I don't have the talent to do that, so I just go with writing poems when I need to just think about anything else other than my brain or what's happening in my brain, if that makes any sense at all. So The Road Trip, I would highly recommend reading this if you're after a pick-me-up. I absolutely adored this book, and I'm really excited to read Beth O'Leary's new one. I can't remember what it's called, because I can't remember anything these days, but I will link it below if it's available to pre-order. But again, with my 3 book rule, Beth O'Leary is definitely a author that's staying on my bookshelf, and I will continue to read her books that she puts out. I loved it. Talking of books that are coming out, there's Lisa Jewell's new book called The Night She Disappeared. It's available the 22nd of July, I believe. I think it's out. I'm so excited to read another book by her. Saying that, I actually probably need to read... Have I read all of the books on my shelf that I have by her? I think I have. What's that? Oh, that's a lie, I haven't. I need to read Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell, and then I really, really, really am excited to read The Night She Disappeared by her as well. But I think, so yeah, as you can see, I really haven't read that many books. And that's simply because, like I said, I just haven't been in the mood, and I think all of us that are like avid like people that have a book channel or are on bookstagram, and you constantly see people read like 3 books in a day or however many books in a week, like I just felt like so much intense pressure to be like, why can't I read that fast? Why am I not reading that much? And like, I know some people use audiobooks, and I've just never been that way. I've tried, and audiobooks just aren't for me, and that's just personally, I prefer to read the story. And I find if I'm listening to it whilst reading it, I can't focus on the story, if that makes sense. I don't really know if that makes any sense, but basically audiobooks aren't for me, and I gather that's probably how people read even quicker. But I feel like if I was reading 3 books a day, or even more than like 5 books in a week, I wouldn't retain the story that I just read 2 days previous. Like, I would just forget the book, forget the plot, I would lose the plot generally. So I feel like I just am reading at my own pace, and I feel like as this video I think it'll probably be up. I think I started my booktube channel last July 2020. I think that's when I started my booktube channel. I can't remember, I don't know. So I apologise for my videos being non-existent for the past month, but I just had to, you know, take a step back and enjoy reading without feeling pressure and feeling like it's a competition, because at the end of the day you're just reading a book, and if you like a book, great. If you don't like a book, great. But also, like, I also feel like a bookstagram has so much hype over some books that when you have a difference in opinion, you kind of get like bombarded with like negativity, and nobody wants that. Like, you're allowed to have an opinion. If you didn't like a book or you don't like an author, that's okay. You're not saying you hate the author as a person, you're just saying that wasn't your cup of tea. Like, I don't get where the, you know, bombard train is like, oh, you're a terrible person, this author's great, great, yeah, they are, but I didn't like their story, and that's a valid reason. If you didn't enjoy the story, you thought it was a bit, you know, if you're a bit confused by the ending or disappointed by the ending, like, I hate when thrillers have so much hype that I overestimate my own expectations, that then I'm disappointed. So, I mean, I feel like I said, this is gonna conclude my 3 book challenge in if I continue to read T.M. Logan. But this one has had so many good reviews that I hope the ending doesn't disappoint me. But we shall see. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little catch up. I am gonna refilm the Harriet's book tag that she tagged me in like about a month and a half ago now, about books that you take on a holiday, that fit your mood for the holiday, etc. So I am going to refilm that, because I did film it, but like I said, you could tell I just was not in the right headspace to film, and no one would want to watch that. Like, I wouldn't want you to feel concerned, because I feel fine. I'm in a perfectly like good place now. Like, I'm not like overestimating like my reading skills or how much I read or how little I read. I'm just enjoying reading and enjoying like my days off and stuff. And I put too much pressure on myself to be like, oh, it's a day off, I need to do this, that and the other, and I wasn't happy with what I was filming or making or anything like that, and that can become really obvious, like I said in videos. So anyway, I hope you enjoy seeing my face, at least if you subscribed to this channel to hear me talk about books. Let me know if you read any let me know if you've read any of the books that I mentioned, and let me know what your top book for the summer, like a summer romance book, would be. Yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe, and I promise I won't leave you for a month. I promise there'll be another video next week. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you soon. Bye!